Because if you come out on us, then we're also going to go right by you. And so for me, I'm biting at the bit. I'm ready for our team to get here.
The drama surrounding Sophie Cunningham's viral. TikTok has thrown gasoline on a fire that's been smoldering beneath the surface of the WNBA all season long. This wasn't just about a video. It was about a fine, a message, a warning. Many, it confirmed what they feared: the league is more concerned with optics and control than it is with protecting its players. Cunningham, known for her fiery presence on the court and her honesty off it, lit a match the moment she posted a TikTok mocking WNBA officiating. Her price for speaking out? A $500 fine, but the cost, as it turns out, wasn't just financial. It exposed a deeper rot in how the league handles criticism, protects its stars, and responds when the truth gets uncomfortable, in the now viral TikTok. Cunningham sarcastically laughs off the fine, captioning the post with a dry, almost dismissive, "I got fined $500 for this, TikTok. I don't know why this is funny to me." Like, okay, you got it, bud. The video itself wasn't violent, abusive, or vulgar.
Back to, I'm just trying to keep the main thing. The main thing is that's basketball, trying to...
But it did call out WNBA referees as stupid, slow, and useless words that clearly hit a nerve in the league office. Almost immediately, the hammer came down. A $500 penalty for what many fans saw as justified criticism, not just of the officials' incompetence, but of a system that has repeatedly failed to protect its athletes, especially Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Here was Sophie, standing up in a season where physical abuse against Clark has become routine, where elbows to the head, body checks, and blatant cheap shots are ignored by officials on a weekly basis. And somehow, she was the one punished. Fans were quick to call it what it looked like: a silencing tactic. One aimed not just at Sophie Cunningham, but at anyone thinking of challenging the WNBA's authority, especially if that defense included Caitlin Clark, and the timing couldn't.
I just love her. I just think the defensive intensity
have been worse, so are more telling. In the very game before her fine, Sophie took an elbow to the back of the head. The referee watched it happen, stared right at her, and then waved it off. No whistle, no call, not even concern. Moments later, when she responded verbally to the same referee, his reply was chilling. Asterisk, "I'll remember that. That wasn't officiating, that was retaliation." And it's exactly what Cunningham was calling out. What followed was one of the most aggressive public responses fans have seen. In years, social media erupted in support. The comment sections filled with offers to pay her fine. Former players, media personalities, and journalists, some from entirely different sports, spoke out, laughing at the absurdity of the punishment and praising her courage. One moment of sarcasm exposed a league deeply uncomfortable with its
mentally prepare, but I really do think that, if we have Caitlin
own reflection. Because when players can be elbowed in the face with no call, when referees can taunt athletes and get away with it, and when mocking a player's injury online goes unpunished, but a TikTok gets a fine and the system isn't just flawed, it's broken. But this goes beyond just one player's suspension. It's part of a pattern. A disturbing, undeniable pattern in how the WNBA has treated Caitlin Clark from the first game of her rookie season. Clark has been targeted physically and psychologically. She's been shoved, hacked, hit, and tackled, yet the whistles barely blow. The silence from the league has been deafening. And when teammates like Sophie try to speak up, they're hit with fines, told to be quiet, and made examples of. It's hard not to see a bigger picture here.
So much we can't control as players, and maybe I can control my emotion a little bit more, but...
A star player drawing massive national attention, driving up ratings, revitalizing the league, and yet she's treated like a punching bag on court, and the players who dare to defend her are treated like rebels needing discipline. Sophie Cunningham's punishment didn't happen in a vacuum. It was part of the same response system that allowed players to mock Caitlin Clark. Online, after she was poked in the eye without any fines or league statements, it was part of the same system where coaches stay quiet out of fear of punishment and teammates hesitate to speak, knowing full well they'll be next. Because this isn't just about officiating, it's about power. And the WNBA has made it clear Challenge the system, and you will be penalized. Sophie's fine became a symbol of control, of hypocrisy, and of the growing disconnect between the league's leadership and its fans. When Cunningham questioned why this was the issue, the WNBA chose to prioritize over all the real problems players face in safe play.
She's day to day, and so we know that as a team, and so that's helpful to mentally prepare, but...
Biased officiating, retaliatory refs, she wasn't just venting, she was calling out a leadership failure. At the very top, Cathy Engelbert, the WNBA's commissioner, has come under increased fire for ignoring the growing concern around Caitlin Clark's treatment. And now for finding one of the few players willing to stand up publicly. Where is the protection for players like Caitlin? Why is it that time and time again, those who attack her face no consequences, but those who defend her do? In one game, a referee who had previously been involved in a controversial player contact, incidentally, the same ref Caitlin had chased down court during a previous altercation again, stood by while Clark took hits. No intervention. Whistle. And again, silence from the league.
You have to try to figure out, this fan base is new to a lot of us, and they're the...
The fans aren't stupid. They see it. They see the double standard. They see the retaliation. They see a league that is turning its back on the very people responsible for its resurgence. Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA has been historic. Ratings are soaring. Viewership is up. The country is watching, and yet she's not being protected. The league's brightest light is being dimmed, not by her opponents, but by the very organization that should be championing her success, and Sophie Cunningham. She saw that, and she refused to stay silent. That TikTok wasn't just a sarcastic joke. It was a protest stand. A public refusal to play along with a system that protects the status quo at the expense of its most valuable players. It's no surprise the league reacted the way it did. Sophie's voice was loud, clear, public hand. That's exactly what they wanted to suppress. But the backlash is far from over. Fans are angry, and they're not backing down. The support for Cunningham for Caitlin has reached a boiling point. The WNBA has a choice to make. It can continue to punish truth-tellers and ignore its most pressing problems. Or it can change, can step up, own its mistakes, and start protecting its stars instead of punishing them. Because right now it's sending a very clear message. If you speak up, you'll pay for it. The league doesn't need more silence. It needs leadership. It needs accountability.
She is a good-sized post, and she is strong as...
It needs referees who are held to the same standards as the players. It needs a commissioner who listens not just to her inner circle but to the fans, the athletes, and the voices who are risking everything to speak the truth. Sophie Cunningham paid $500 for that truth. The WNBA should consider what it's willing to pay if it continues down this path. Asterisk, asterisk. What do you think?
Refreshing. I've been in Phoenix for the past 6 years, was drafted out there.
Asterisk, asterisk. Is Sophie Cunningham being punished for telling the truth? Does Caitlin Clark deserve more protection from the league? And why is it that speaking out costs more than playing dirty? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're with Sophie and Caitlin, show it. Hit like, smash subscribe, and let's keep this conversation loud.